Well, the Game Awards has come and gone. I think we can both agree that it's a bit of a mixed bag. But between the Muppets Roast Fest, the Snoop Lions, and the Yuli Kojima, I think there's one thing that brought it all together and made it good. And that is the announcements. Hello, my name is Kev Lexidus, and today I'd like to talk about some of the game announcements at the Game Awards that had the biggest impact on me. Let's get started. Now, if you want to be technical, this first game wasn't even announced at the actual Game Awards. It was announced at the pre-show, and that is Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Now, this is a franchise that, admittedly, I don't have much experience with. I mean, I've only started Sigma 1 on my Switch, but I did beat Ninja Gaiden 3 on NES, and oh boy, that was hard. That being said, what excites me the most here is the gameplay. It's giving me massive Metroidvania vibes, not just of 3, but of games I really enjoyed, like Hollow Knight. I will need to see a little more of it, but we are a ways away from release, so I'm excited for it. Now this next one, I don't have much experience with at all, but it's an announcement that came as a nice surprise, and that would be Witcher 4. Now, before I want to say anything else, I just want to say this looks gorgeous. I don't think I've seen a game that looks anywhere near this good at any point during the rest of the awards. Like, it's seriously beautiful. It will probably take my top spot for the prettiest looking game in the entire show. Now, as far as the characters, they have decided to go with Ciri as the main characters, which has kicked off a bit of controversy for some weird reason. Some claim it's for legitimate story reasons. I myself don't have much input on this because I haven't completed The Witcher 3 yet, so if you can give me some insight on it in the comments, I'd gladly appreciate it. The rest of the discourse is blah blah blah, she's a female, blah blah blah, she's older, blah blah blah, whatever. And I want no part of any of that. Now, for their part, CG Projekt Red has came out and they've already explained that they're doing this because they see her as an evolution to the series. Like, they claim that if you read the book and played the games, you'd understand why they made the choice they did. That said, again, I did not read the books, and I've only played a little bit of one of the games, so again, I have no input. But anyway, it doesn't matter to me. The game looks great. I'm hoping we'll get to see some gameplay soon. I'm hoping we'll get to learn more about the story. And I'm hoping that if it comes to the next Nintendo system, that it doesn't run like crap, like 3 does on the Switch. Here's the hoping. Fingers crossed. Now, this next announcement was a shock, but not a shock at the same time. And that would be Clive from Final Fantasy XVI join the fight in Tekken 8. Now, the funny thing about this, I was watching this Game Awards live with some friends, and when this announcement came out, literally one of the first things that literally everyone else said ad nauseum was, "Why not Tifa? Why not Tifa? What the heck? Why not Tifa? What is wrong with you guys?" And yeah, I agree to an extent. I don't know why they chose Clive instead of Tifa for this game. Like, she was right there. But it's whatever, it's their choice. For those who might be following things between Final Fantasy, 16 didn't really do as hot as they wanted it to. And to be honest, I don't know if putting Clive and Tekken would help with that, but again, it's whatever. It's their choice. I will give him this. He does look kind of sick, and he looks like he's extremely fun to play, so if Tekken 8 ever comes to the Switch 2, or if I ever buy a console and get Tekken 8, I'll probably try him out, I guess. But again, I know a lot of characters that would have had a greater impact, and I know I'm not the only one. Sound off in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Next off, we need to talk about Capcom. They went off on that show. I never would have thought that Capcom would bring back both Onimusha and Okami. That is insane. First off, Onimusha, Way of the Sword. I am so excited for that game. I had so much fun with the first Onimusha game when it came out on Switch back in, I think, 2019, I want to say. I love the unique look to the world and the aesthetics, and here's to hoping they cool down the respawns, however. Like, I don't know if it's just me, or there seem to be a lot of respawns. I don't get it at times. I know there are a couple other games in the series. I'm hoping Nintendo can put those on the Switch so I can play them before this new one comes out, because I am very excited for this one. Now, as far as the Okami sequel, I gotta tell you, I was so close to yelling out super loud and waking my roommates up. So close. It's just another one of those things that you just don't expect at all. Like, you know how long it's been since we had an Okami game? Like, the last one was Okami Den on the DS in 2011. Like, it's been an insanely long time. So for them to bring it back now, it had to be some major passion project for them. And the news even gets better, because Hideki Kamiya is on the role of director on this one. And if you played the first game, you'll know how Hideki Kamiya and action mix very, very well. Needless to say, I'm hugely excited for this sequel. Now, this one will probably take like a million years to come out. Don't expect this one for at least another like 2 to 3 years. But still, I'm just glad it's coming. Now, last but not least, I would like to talk about the final new reveal of the Game Awards. A new IP from Naughty Dog called Intergalactic. Now, from what I've seen, it appears to be a sci-fi action type game reminiscent of some sci-fi anime shows of the 80s and 90s, like Cowboy Bebop. Now, right off the bat, this is what I'm going to need to see a lot more of before I could really say anything on it. But I am excited about it, mostly because of what it could mean for Sony. Because, let's face it, variety has been a major issue with pretty much all the PlayStation first party this generation. But with Astro Bot winning Game of the Year that night, I'm hoping that more of their games will go towards that direction moving forward. Because if there's anything that the Game Awards proved last night, is that people like unique games from PlayStation. And they will buy unique games from PlayStation. It's about time we got something from Naughty Dog that isn't Last of Us. Here's hoping it turns out solid. Given how mediocre the rest of the show was overall, it's good that the announcements made up for it. The future of gaming looks bright. Hope you got some shades. But that's all from me. What do you think of some of the announcements at the Game Awards? And what was your favorite? Let's have a conversation in the comments, y'all. Also, please consider hitting that like button if you enjoyed this video. I also try to upload more videos like this as often as I can, and I stream 2 to 3 days a week. This week being an exception because I'm visiting family this week, but typically I stream 2 to 3 days a week. So if you want more gaming content, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you can be notified. Again, my name is Kev. Thanks so much for watching. Welcome to the Lexodus.